Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
Well, I'm very glad I put you on the spot. So you haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
Ha, gotcha.
She was dumbfounded and embarrassed on her own show. But yet she tried to corner him. Peterson just put her tail right flat on her back. But yeah, you want me to accept your stupidity and accept their abominable behavior, and I have no say so, and I just got to accept it and, you know, and deal with it? What about my choices? What about my mindset, my mentality? Nah, we ain't got to accept that crap. Send all these abominable agendas that they're throwing at us. We need to send all these abominable agendas back, especially in the schools. Y'all need to mind and check out these schools and look at your children's curriculum and activities, because they're pushing that crap on first graders, second graders, and so forth. Y'all need to stay on top of y'all children's activity in these schools. America has become the Babylon, the abominable harlot. We are living in a filth bucket as far as the Western mindset is concerned. They're a filth bucket, and we need to change that. All right? You need to pay attention to your children's activities. Thank you for joining my content. Nakla Wiz here. Appreciate you for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way when I drop a new one, you'll be notified. And please, please, please like, because it will help the algorithm. I mean, it will help push my video to the algorithm, you know, and it'll bring me to a broader audience. All right? Appreciate you. Let's get back to the content.
Well, whenever I see another $200 million committed to domestic violence prevention, my fear is we're seeing another $200 million investment in the idea of the male as a violent domestic partner.
Well, one thing that I think most people aren't aware of is that whether the perpetrator is male or female, violence is almost always going to be more likely to be directed at a male than a female.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. That starts from the moment kids are ambulatory, around 9 months of age, when their mothers start hitting them 2 to 3 times as often as they hit their daughters. And
so you're saying more violence against men?
Oh, more violence against men and boys than
throughout their childhoods.
Throughout their childhoods.
And you heard what she said. She said by the mother. Okay? You women are abusive. Y'all brute beast. Yet y'all have the audacity to say that men are unalive y'all stupid tails. No, y'all the culprits. You guys are the, you know, the wicked bearers of violence.
To adulthood. And when you look at the actual data, the solid family violence data, there's a really good meta-analysis called the Partner Abuse State of Knowledge Project that took 1,700 different studies. They found that men and women are roughly equally beaten on each other, and that when it comes to unilateral violence, so that sort of violent domestic violence that we see in movies and that, you know, on the Lifetime channel, where it's like a horrible abuser and abusing a non-violent partner, 70% of the time that's a woman abuser and a male victim. So, I mean, these are things that are not known.
They don't want that out. They do not want that actual data out to tell the truth, because they want to cuddle and protect and pander and be an appeaser to these women. I, for one, will not be. I will be cracking their heads left and right to put them at blame where they belong. Most of y'all are brute beasts, hyenas, parasites. Okay, that's who y'all are. That's in your nature, is in your upbringing, is in your being. And then denial, accountability is also in y'all being, because y'all don't want to own up to it. But yet y'all want the man to be like, oh yeah, y'all violent, y'all this, y'all that. But yet your own Your own gender has said that you, 75%, are the abuser. Women, you females, most of y'all are the abuser, not the men. So stop it with all that men are more abusive than women and all that. No, y'all abuse more, y'all cheat more. Man, y'all better get y'all passport, man. Y'all better get y'all passports.
This one's for women, because you guys need help. Men don't care about your long fingernails. They don't care about your long eyelashes. And they don't care how much money you make. I know you're having trouble keeping a man, because men will literally leave a lawyer for a waitress. I've seen it. They don't care how much money you make. The less money you make, the more attractive you are to men. I watched a video on here where they interviewed men, and every single one would rather have $50,000 in debt than a woman with a body count of 50. That means pretty much every man would pay $1,000 for every man a woman has slept with, that he was with, if he could get rid of that memory, get rid of that off of her record. I think that's true. I think a man would rather have debt, or rather have a woman in debt and marry her, than a woman with a high body count. It's interesting because women, it'd probably be the opposite. I think women would take the guy with the high body count over debt.
It's nature. Because a woman she wants a man that's experienced. She wants a man that's experienced. She wants the guy with the high body count, but she don't want the debt. But the men, we would rather take the debt than that body count. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. Listen, man, I need me at least 1 to 0. Okay? Virgin to maybe 1 body count, and that's that. I'm not committing to nothing less. Or nothing more, I should say. I'm not committing to nothing more. 2+ body counts, I'm just smashing and dashing, love. That's it.
And I think women would prefer the lawyer over the waiter. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you're doing your eyelashes, you're doing your long fingernails, like the really scary ones, that's for you. That's for you and your girlfriends. No guy cares about that. No guy's looking at your long fingernails and getting turned on. I'll tell you, the main thing guys are attracted to is purity and youth. That's why you see a lot of older women these days just single. It's hard. I know it's hard out there for you. That's why I'm trying to give you some advice. Don't waste money on the fingernails.
And don't waste money on wasting your time. Money is time. Time is money. When you're in your 20s, bag up that man. Purity and youth is everything to a man. When a man is middle-aged, he will not want to date a woman. I don't think a man 50 or so should date any women in the 40s or mid-30s. He should be like, maybe the latest is 31, 32-ish. Get you something half your age, 25, 26, 27. That's what men value. We value fertility, youth, beauty, and fertility. The man is at his peak in his mid 40s, late 40s, early 50s. That's his peak. And he get to choose from the creme de la cremes. Not you old hags. Y'all done. Go and get y'all dogs and just chill and go to the attic somewhere. All right? Knock Louise. That was my perspective. I'll catch y'all on the next one.